What an interesting shape. So the trick was to use the top left. You had to go all the way to the ceiling, so that way you could use the only space up at the top. Man, that was pretty brutal. And I think we just unlocked ourselves another movie. We did, indeed. Another optional thing. Yeah, was I close a lot of times? That was a pretty wild trick we figured out that. Only a little sad there wasn't more to it than that. Like, inside of it. Jesus. Where am I even gonna go now? I think I followed this down to the end, right? This was just a tape recorder at the end. Yep, there was this. Yeah. You want to do the boat? Okay, we're getting all caps boat, so I think that's what that means. I have not done all the town puzzles, no. I've also done none of the quarry puzzles and none of the treehouse puzzles. But I have done almost all the other ones that I'm aware of. There is... Oh yeah, that's the laser for the quarry here. There's one puzzle left of the place that I just abandoned before I came this way. I really want to just tuck into this one and just see where it goes, but it could be a while. I have not done most of the totem stuff, no, but I've done some. I kind of want this game never to end. It's huge, but I still kind of wish it was larger somehow. I can't wait to figure out where the puzzle is in this water reflection. Because there's definitely one somewhere. I really want to finish the tree limb thing I was working on before I ended up over here. So town, quarry, and treehouse are like the three places left. Oh, right, I was gonna find the boat, wasn't I? I totally got sidetracked already. Well, it takes about 1 second, doesn't it? You gotta keep writing boat and chatter. I'm just gonna forget again and again and again. Tree limb, then boat. I got stuck on the tree limb for a pretty good while, so I should probably do the boat first. That is if I can get to it. I don't really remember where we left off with platforms on this. Wait, I opened a shortcut. I think that's how I get to it. Oh, probably not this way, though. What's up with this bridge? Why did the bridge never show up? Didn't I do all the puzzles there? For God's sake, didn't I do all the puzzles there? Oh. What's up with that? Also, the lady on the side of this cage, I feel like this is a thing that I need to be aware of somehow. Alright, whatever. Wait, why am I why am I doing that? I don't need to do that. I need to go to... Oh, wait, how do I get to that route? Just loop all the way around it? There's gotta be an end near there. Alright, we'll go fast at first, and then when we get near the desert zone, I will slow it down to a crawl. Hopefully this is the solution. I'm pretty sure it is, though. Wait, are they all different colors? No, I thought just a couple were changing, but now it seems like a lot are. Wow. Thing's going fast. Wait, why does everyone like the boat? Well, because of the thing that we're going to try to do, hopefully, when I get over there. Also, it's just something different. Oh, shiz, I'm almost there already. Let's kick it into a slightly slower gear for a moment. This would be a pain in the ass to miss. Alright, so it's going to be when we come around the side of this on the left. Maybe it could go a little faster until we get around this corner, maybe. Just maybe, though. And there's the rock formation there. We're gonna go that speed. Oh, that's like real slow. That's very slow. You can get stuck and it ruins your save? Oh, Jesus. I didn't know about that. Well, there have been several patches in the last couple days. Maybe it's already patched. Okay, it's actually slightly further ahead than I thought it was. I thought we were pretty much there already. Yeah, there's the stairs down, and then it's around actually this corner. Alright, there it is. Now, very, very far away, there's the sun. I feel like this is... Oh, okay. Yeah, there it is. We've got to wait for it to have the right glint. Yep, it's gonna be when it's right overhead. Here it comes. Oh, I think I know what I meant to do. This might take a few moments. Genius. Don't let go of the button now. Kind of takes care of itself in a way. I'm just kind of following along with it. And I think I see the end there. Oh, it's moving not exactly in perfect time. How did I not see that? Yeah. Worth it? I hope so. Boom! Mathis Skype call. What's going on with the cloud up there? It's like the only dark cloud. Can I use the sun for something yet? Probably can too. How did I learn about that? I figured it out by looking at it. It didn't seem that confusing, really. They showed a picture of the boat and the cliff line and stuff. Maybe there's something under the cloud? I hope so. Maybe we'll laser it away. Remember this area? This was like the first area I did. It is the only dark cloud, isn't it? What's up with that over there? Is that supposed to be a cloud also? It's like a crescent, and it seems to be hovering in the air. You see that? I can get a better view somewhere else. Moonish? Yeah, maybe. It's been a while since I saw this field. This is the original field. The Field of Dreams. Is there anything else to see in this spot? Maybe I just, like, forgot something up here. Well, I got the tape recorder, so I guess I got it. I don't know, something about that shape is just a little bit odd to me. I wonder if it's meant to be connected with something. Probably is. You know what's really sick is I'm already planning or thinking about if I go to sleep now, how many hours of sleep can I get so I can wake up and finish the game? What is wrong with me? I don't know what's worse, being up late and drowsy and puzzling, or just being up in the morning and trying to puzzle. I feel like the morning would be worse. Alright, so this was the last bit that I didn't finish. And it was this. Only this. And I got I got so far, I thought, but it didn't matter. Didn't even matter. I had both of these setups. I was drawing pictures about them. I had my notepad out. And I did not get an impression about what I was supposed to be doing here, despite how long I was doing it for. Am I interested in the Division beta this weekend? I honestly don't know what the big draw is to that game. But I also haven't really seen much on it, and the little bit I did see on it looked really boring, so I think I just totally misunderstood it, or haven't seen the right footage yet. What if after you complete the game it automatically downloads secret DLC with more puzzles? And that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, just bring on the more puzzles, sure. More puzzles. It's so much lined up, though. Like, obviously. But what does that mean? Is the negative space implying... Like here, it's got a gap where there's not things, right? Maybe it's that. You go at the bottom two, and the only way out in the top is to go straight down. So why don't I consider that as an option? Straight down and bottom two, and then we'll line this up again. Oh, wait a minute, I might be onto something with that, actually. If you went straight down, you could go straight across. And then down. Didn't I already write all this down? Yeah, I don't think it added up to anything, though. Like, these don't really make sense. So if I went through that, over and across, and I get to where there's dark sticks again, and then I switch back to this one, I'm so lost. Got this freaking picture already drawn. What is the pattern here? I'm trying. No matter how you go, you're going to hit one or the other of the lines. And the only way I saw that went down through all the lines didn't really work either. It probably didn't help much that I drew it with the wrong amount of dots. So I realized that mistake now. Even still, well, the top dots were fine. It was really just I added a little extra where it didn't belong. I think what makes this so tricky is that it doesn't really line up with anything properly. Like this other branch, if it even is supposed to line up, which I don't, maybe it doesn't. Is there some kind of information I'm supposed to glean from the other side? I mean, I already solved this. But I don't know, maybe there's more. How did the puzzle behind me work? I lined up the silhouette with the line. See where it's red? Basically, I looked for this round knot right here, and that was the start point. You overlay that on top, and then you just find the path through. Which in this case is pretty simple. Only took a few moments. Just trace this along and through. But then we get to this side, and it seems like we're not following that rule anymore because, look, we've got this. And yeah, it lines up perfectly right here. But we've got all of these gaps in the middle. So what's happening in these boxes right here? That's what we need to figure out. What is happening in these boxes? And what's happening in those boxes is that. Right? So what does that really say? If we're following the path down, it just seems like it's all over the damn place. I thought it was just follow the silhouette, avoid the organic shapes. That seems reasonable. But then they don't really line up. And like if you're in this position, you can't avoid the organic shapes here. They're in both directions. He lost 2 hours on this puzzle alone, huh? I think I might be in there with you at some point pretty soon. I don't know how many hours I lost already to this one now, but I'd imagine it could have been 1. It just seems like it's... I don't know, it's like not following any rules, really. So just like... find the path where the straight lines line up, right? That seems like it makes sense. But the problem is they don't. I don't know. I gotta draw it again, I guess. Sorry, I know it's rather boring, but it might be the only way I see this. I think if I have both sets of information in front of me, it's probably going to work out. Alright, so we've got that, 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 that. Now I'm just drawing the 90-degree angle branches this time. I'm not going to overlay the other one on top so it doesn't confuse me. And then I'll see if a pattern emerges that I can use somehow. What sucks is if I keep drawing this with the wrong sizes of things. Well, I mean, that's so directly on. It really is right on top. Okay, so that one is 3 boxes down. And then we go up one. And then that goes across all the way to the wall. And then at the bottom, it just, like, doesn't do anything. So there's a whole area that doesn't... Is there more information somewhere? Maybe there's another thing I'm meant to do with this. If we get, like, right up in its face, that would help somehow, but... Again, that right there looks like, if it is anything, it's not helpful. And now I've got the drawing in front of me, and I don't really see what it does. Like, I can kind of trace a line for a while, and it goes like this, and then it loses all lines, and I don't know what else. What if we make that line up? What does this do exactly? I mean, that almost has something there. Can't really use any other angles. Going further away doesn't really help. I would have been fine with that if the answer was just like, go outside. Who knows, maybe it is that. The only other thing I can think to do is look at it from another window. Let's go out here and look at it again. Actually, it looks like the setup for a puzzle right here. I don't know exactly why, but something about that brick fitting in this missing spot. Oh, is the whole outside of this temple? Yeah, it is. Sure. Puzzles are easy, right? They're everywhere. About like that. Yep. Oh man, it goes all the way over there. Oh good, my viewpoint moved. Is there one in the other direction too? There's more blue there. Like through the steps and stuff. Could be. Like, how far away do I have to get? Yep. That's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe there's even more. Oh yeah. Like over here. Now I'm just discovering a freaking smorgasbord of puzzles. What do I do with this? Clearly there's one around the edge of this, but where does it end? Maybe like that? Oh, highlighting it shows all the options. That's neat. I think maybe this is one. No? Ah, there it is. Ah, the stupid rock's in the way. Okay, so I had the angle a bit wrong then. That was a longie. Look at all that magic shooting out everywhere. So, still looks like there's something to the left. Where does this go? Oh, I think that might be all there is to that. Is that all of them? There's still a little bit of blue over here. Maybe through... Oh wait, I did that already. Yeah. I just didn't see the perspective properly. What about this? No, I don't think that's anything. Or is it? Yep, that was one too. Dang, there's a lot of those. So somewhere there's just like a whole bunch of permutations of those all over the place. Yeah, it's a lot of puzzles, man. It's really bugging me that I can't figure this out. What is that saying to me? Saying, here's a bunch of paths that don't really make sense. The paths kind of go all different directions, and they block everything all the way through. Now, we just learned prior that we're supposed to follow that path. But then this happens, and it's all messy. And we line it up as closely as we can. We get that. Which totally blocks off the bottom. What if we... Oh, what about this? Is that anything? It doesn't seem like it, but this part does line up better than I expected. Down in the corner here. Alright, here's my question for you. Have I seen all of the things I need to see to have the information required to solve this puzzle? Or is there more data somewhere else? And somewhere else could be, like, any, like, a surface that I haven't looked at that's right next to me. There is not more data anywhere else. I have all the data. Oh, I need more. I forgot how I phrased it, sorry. Well, that does make me feel a little bit better, because at least I'm not losing my mind. What is the piece of information I'm missing? Why don't we open up the door on the left side? Wait. No, this way. Maybe there's some stupid shadow thing I didn't think of. Some other angle on it. I've got to look at it through one of these windows. None of these look like a good angle. It's not going to be through there. That's the wrong puzzle. Oh, I can walk through that, huh? Certainly a nicer view with that open. Shit, this doesn't feel like it's giving me an answer either. People are just getting it all of a sudden? Fuck me. Oh, I hate everything. I believe this bit right here is all I needed to freaking see. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, that's all it was. Fucking little twig. Oh. I can't believe it. They showed me in the other puzzle that sometimes you gotta look at the floor, and then I just don't freaking see that until now. That was a long, long bit of work. Alright, well, I still need to figure out where it fits in the puzzle. I think there's only a couple of ways that it would fit, though. I don't know if it's oriented the way it's supposed to be, though. Let's see. So it's 2 steps and then 2 block. So it takes 2 steps and 2 block. Where does that come from? No, I gotta... Wait, it might be the other way around as well. It could be 2 down and then 2 across. I bet it is that. 2 down and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, that seems like an answer that I could get behind. Okay, so we go... Make a little... Almost an L. And then we step all the way across the thing. Let's see if I can remember this. There it is. Glory be the day. Time for laser, boys. Thank you for the congrats. I'm sorry that took me that long to look down at the goddamn floor. But at least we've done it. I got another blue laser that time. What is that, 8? How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I guess there's 10 lasers? Or no, there's 10 or 11. Maybe some of these are optional? I don't know. It's the quarry, the treehouse, the town. That's 3 there. And is there anything else? I kind of don't really want to do the treehouse like at all, but I will, obviously. Wonder if there's anything more to see now that I've set all those lasers up there. I forgot how you even get up. Is it... I did it once before. I think it was like by Shrek's house? Is it? No! It just did a loop. How many puzzles have I solved so far? Like, a whole bunch. I can look at the save screen for you in a sec. I wanted to get up here and take a look around as well. One more time. Something going on over here. Definitely catches your attention quickly. Look at all that beautiful laser action. Wait, you could go higher than this. Oh yeah, it's right here. Wait a second. Dude. What? This wasn't here before, was it? Oh my god. What? Excuse me? Did I win? I missed it last time? Oh, that's unfortunate for me. Seems like I missed something pretty sweet. What's going on up here, man? Don't argue that close to a cliff, dude. Don't... What is he doing? Is he being shunned? Is that the holy man saying, like, we shouldn't be doing this because it's against God? You gotta have one of those. Where are we going with this thing? It's like perspective and also box separation. Wait, where's the other... These freaking wires are in the way in every direction. It shouldn't really even be very difficult, I'm just, Oh, wait, I think I see it. No? Wait, what? They both have a notch taken out of them, so... It's probably that one. But I've got to find this weird angle where I can use all the... How do I get it on the same side? This is unique. I don't think there's a way to get this dot around anything. Oh, I can go through the back there. But does that help at all? This one's deceptively complicated. It looks like it's super simple until you try and do it. Puts them both on the same side. Oh. No? Oh, they both have a black dot. I thought there was only one here. I didn't freaking understand it. Okay, that changes it a little bit. How the hell am I gonna get both of these together? Especially when I can't loop them both. How the hell? Oh, what if it's something like this? You gotta, like, look between their legs or something like that, maybe? Create extra space where there isn't any? No. Not like that, anyway. this actually work? It looks like it works. Oh, wait. No, I didn't do anything to block off the first one. Butts. Yeah, I just freaking started behind it and expected it to work out. Well, that has united them both in one black and one white combo. It's a pretty cool puzzle. I like the concept of it. All this comes down to is just finding the same correct perspective, like just in the last puzzle, really. Oh, man. How is this hard? Covers one of them. I feel like that's a thing. Using that loop there that way. Alright, but then I can't get them... Oh! Oh, that did actually do that. Okay, wait a minute. I didn't expect that that would work. So that's still... Since I can't go all the way around it, that still doesn't necessarily help. There's still the other black one on the right. Am I missing a twig? Thank you very much, Caspian Crawdad, for your 4th month in a row. Thanks for keeping it up, man. What is going on up there? There's a freaking lady up there. You see that? If you complete all the puzzles, you get a 20% off coupon on Braid. I don't know, I think this is like an infinitely better game than Braid. Braid was fun for a couple hours, and then I felt like the premise got a little tiring. And then coupling that with the story, which was like kind of also frustrating. I just didn't really want to play it by the end very much, but I finished it. It was alright. That wasn't anything. Yeah, Rain, I didn't really want to be told any hints, including if I was in the right spot or not, until I had said it. Which I hadn't. But it's also not the end of the world. At the same time, it's not like I'm encouraging it, and I guess if you don't actively discourage something, you might as well be encouraging it with, you know, the way people look at things sometimes. This guy's got a freaking laptop. This is modern science, man. Oh, he's also got a chisel. And an old-timey camera. Or is that... No, that's a surveyor tool, actually. Oh.
Up there, you go around every hour and a half. Time after time after time. You wake up usually in the mornings, and just the way that the track of your orbits go, you wake up over the Mideast, over North Africa. As you eat breakfast, you look out the window as you're going past, and there's the Mediterranean area, and Greece, and Rome, and North Africa, and the Sinai, the whole area. And you realize that in one glance, that what you're seeing is what was the whole history of man for years, the cradle of civilization. And you go around down across North Africa and out over the Indian Ocean, and look up at that great subcontinent of India, pointed down toward you as you go past it. And sail on off to the side, Burma, Southeast Asia, out over the Philippines, and up across that monstrous Pacific Ocean. Vast body of water. You've never realized how big that is before. And you finally come up across the coast of California and look for those friendly things. Los Angeles and Phoenix and on across El Paso. And there's Houston. There's home. And you look, and sure enough, there's the Astrodome. And you identify with that, you know? It's an attachment. And down across New Orleans, and then looking down to the south, and there's the whole peninsula of Florida laid out. And all the hundreds of hours you spent flying across that route, down in the atmosphere, all that is friendly again. And you go out across the Atlantic Ocean and back across Africa. And you do it again, and again, and again. And that identity, that you identify with Houston, and then you identify with Los Angeles, and Phoenix, and New Orleans, and everything. And the next thing you recognize in yourself is you're identifying with North Africa. You look forward to that. You anticipate it. And there it is. That whole process begins to shift of what it is you identify with. When you go around it in an hour and a half, you begin to recognize that your identity is with that whole thing, and that makes a change. You look down there, and you can't imagine how many borders and boundaries you crossed again and again and again, and you don't even see them. At that wake-up scene, the Mideast, you know there are hundreds of people killing each other over some imaginary line that you can't see. From where you see it, the thing is a whole, and it's so beautiful. And you wish you could take one from each side in hand and say, look at it from this perspective. Look at that. What's important? And so a little later on, your friend, again those same neighbors, another astronaut, the person next to you goes out to the moon. And now he looks back and sees the Earth not as something big where he can see the beautiful details, but he sees the Earth as a small thing out there. And now that contrast between that bright blue and white Christmas tree ornament and that black sky, that infinite universe, really comes through. The size of it, the significance of it, it becomes both things. It becomes so small and so fragile, and such a precious little spot in that universe that you can block it out with your thumb. And you realize that on that small spot, that little blue and white thing is everything that means anything to you. All of history and music and poetry and art and war and death and birth and love, tears, joy, games, all of it is on that little spot out there that you can cover with your thumb. And you realize that that perspective, that you've changed. That there's something new there. That relationship is no longer what it was. And then you look back on the time when you were outside on that EVA and those few moments that you had the time because the camera malfunctioned, that you had the time to think about what was happening. And you recall staring out there at the spectacle that went before your eyes. Because now, you're no longer inside something with a window looking out at a picture. But now you're out there, and what you've got around your head is a goldfish bowl, and there are no limits here. There are no frames. There are no boundaries. You're really out there, over it, floating, going 25,000 miles per hour, ripping through space, a vacuum, and there's not a sound. There's a silence, the depth of which you've never experienced before. And that silence contrasts so markedly with the scenery and the speed with which you know you're going. That contrast, the mix of those two things, really comes through. And you think about what you're experiencing and why. Do you deserve this? This fantastic experience? Have you earned this in some way? Are you separated out to be touched by God to have some special experience here that other men cannot have? You know the answer to that is no. There's nothing that you've done that deserves that earned that. It's not a special thing for you. You know very well at that moment, and it comes through to you so powerfully, that you're the sensing element for man. You look down and see the surface of that globe that you've lived on all this time, and you know all those people down there. They are like you. They are you. And somehow you represent them when you are up there. A sensing element, that point out on the end, and that's a humbling feeling. It's a feeling that says you have a responsibility. It's not for yourself. The eye that doesn't see does not do justice to the body. That's why it's there. That's why you're out there. And somehow you recognize that you're a piece of this total life. You're out on that forefront and you have to bring that back somehow. And that becomes a rather special responsibility. It tells you something about your relationship with this thing we call life. And when you come back, there's a difference in that world now. There's a difference in that relationship between you and that planet, and you and all those other forms of life on that planet, because you've had that kind of experience. It's a difference.
Dude, shut up.
It's
Oh
so
my
precious.
god.
And all through this, I've used the word you because it's not me. It's not Dave Scott. It's not Dick Gordon, Pete Conrad, John Glenn. It's you. It's us. It's we. It's life. It's had that experience. And it's not just my problem to integrate. It's not my challenge to integrate, my joy to integrate. It's yours. It's everybody's. Russell Schweikart, 1975.
Oh my god, was that an entire fucking book? Alright, I'm sorry. I think it's because I'm tired, but that felt like the longest speech. I also thought it... Well, okay, when I say this, it sounds really stupid because the chronology, but it sounded like a Neil deGrasse Tyson quote, but spread out into about 70 paragraphs. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Hey, thank you so much, Clara, for the host. I hope you're having a nice night. Or morning, as it probably is at this point. I can't even see my clock, and I don't care. But yeah, that could have been that single Neil deGrasse Tyson quote about the speck of life on a sunbeam thing. Is that even, or is that someone else? But just, like, they spread it out into a novel. They haven't all been bad. I mean, I haven't really disliked many of them. Mostly they were fine. Also, about me forgetting how these puzzles work, I think it's just because I'm brain dead at this point. I understand how the puzzle works. I need to separate the black and the white tiles, but there's these dudes standing in the freaking puzzle, And I can't cross their legs. So if you couldn't tell, I can't go past any impediment until I find the right perspective. Now, if I could just line them up, I could have easily just hooked around both of these pretty quickly. Unfortunately, the exits are in really awkward spots for where I'm starting. I really can't even think. I feel like I should just leave this spot alone for now and come back to it with a fresh mind. Take on the rock quarry. Take on... Oh my god. Of course. Easy. How did I not see that already? It's like I'm blind. We got the rock quarry, we got the treehouse, we got the town, and then we've got a few odds and ends. Honestly, though, I've done a lot of the odds and ends that I know of already. There's probably like 1,000 more. Is this a thing, too? Looks also rather circular. This lady's head? Follow her arm? No. If I just click on all these dots eventually, I'll light something up, probably. What are the obelisks for, anyways? I'm not sure yet, but I'm sure it's something cool. Or 4 more puzzles. There's always more puzzles. It's quite a view. There's gotta be something with the sky, right? Lining up the sky somehow. It seems impossible that there wouldn't be. Especially because the clouds do move. And also because of that one braid puzzle, right? That one where you wait for like 2 hours and that freaking cloud moves slowly across the world. And then you can break the first level or whatever. I don't remember what level it was. Yeah, the clouds are very low. It's okay, that can actually kind of happen. So maybe I didn't stream for 16 hours today, but I did stream for 11 if you count the NLSS, which you should, because it was 3 hours also. So I feel like I've been doing quite a bit of streaming lately. I hope that's good with you guys. I think I should probably call it at this point, unfortunately. I always hate when this happens. I get a host or a raid and immediately leave. It seems to be a trend in general on Twitch. Everybody's always going to bed when the raids happen. But what can you do? Well, for anybody that's wondering, or anybody that just got here, I'm Nick. Hello. If you're interested in following the channel, we do late night chill streams. Been working on The Witness. This is my second session. We put in now a little over 20 hours, maybe 22 hours, something like that. And I do all kinds of stuff. It's just general variety indie stream stuff. I also do the NLSS, and I do the Roundtable podcast with Bear Taffy, Northern Lion, and Mathis Games. He's away at PAX, of course, tomorrow. So he won't be here for that. But we'll be doing the Roundtable at 6 p.m. Eastern if anybody's interested in that. Catch up on game news and such. This is a lovely desktop, actually, right here. Just screenshot that. Yes, super late night. And thank you for dropping the link for Clara. I think if I have one more 8-hour session in me, we should finish the game. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, because I have no idea what's at the end, or if I can even get into this damn mountain. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm going, though. And I also need to get into all the secret doors, and also I have some of the hardest puzzles still ahead of me. So, I don't know. Maybe I can't do it in one more session. I also kind of want 100% the game, but I don't know if that's a fool's errand. I might not be smart enough to do that, but maybe all together we can do it. That is so cool. I've just been absolutely entranced in the visuals of this game, just as much as stumped by so many of the puzzles, but the mystery and the color and the liveliness to it all, it really does feel alive in its own way. And then, now that I know that this, like, meta layer of puzzles on top of everything, it even changes things even more. You have to go through and find all these secret solutions to totems now. Oh yeah, we were gonna look at how many puzzles I've done. Seriously, is that all? 252 out of 700? Is that possible? I don't think that's possible. Oh, it says plus 12. Are those optional? People keep saying it's 700 puzzles, but that would mean I'm not even halfway done. I don't know that I believe that number. It seems much lower than seems reasonable or possible. Are there really 700 puzzles, then? Or does the metagame of this go so deep? I don't know what it counts in the 700 or what. Doesn't even count the meta puzzles. I think finding a puzzle is also a puzzle.